Hi, Aries. This is a general reading for the sign of Aries. If you have Aries anywhere in your birth chart, please know that this is your reading. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Aries. Aries, these readings are based not only on the tarot, but we also take into consideration the moon placement, the sun placement, and also other planets as they relate to you. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Aries. Aries, thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. Thank you. It does help grow the channel and really put the word out and spread positive energy. We all love that positive energy. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Aries. Aries, let's also talk about the moon this week. There will be a new moon in the sign of Sagittarius. The new moon is the perfect time for creating or setting intentions. And since it is in the sign of Sagittarius, we can ask ourselves as we're setting our intentions, as we're setting our goals, and really ask ourselves what goal or what it is that we can focus on that will bring meaning to our lives. And also, Mercury has gone retrograde, and it started this retrograde in Sagittarius this week. We will be prone to taking more risk and maybe being a little more reckless than usual. The upside of this is that our confidence will be heightened. And the foundation, the basis of this reading is the World card, a gift. The world is a gift. You are a gift to the world, but the gift, the dance of life, the gift of love. The gift of love, Aries. What is it in the gift of love for you this week? Let's see how that plays into the rest of your reading. And we start off with the Eight of Cups. The finding a new way, a new path. Finding a path to our passions and desires. Endings and beginnings. What? Looking for something new, searching for something new, wanting to end something. Wanting to end something. There's been a disagreement, a disagreement or a difference of opinions, a difference of approach between a younger boss, a younger leader, a younger authority figure, and an older authority figure. And this difference of opinion, this difference of how a situation is approached, this difference is causing someone to want to leave or causing an ending. how we once operated, how we once done something is changed, is different. It's almost like a power struggle. One says one thing, the other says the opposite. One says the opposite, one says something. I mean, it's just a very different approach to how this wants to be handled, to how something is going to go. And we don't want that. We want a new path from how something was once done, a new beginning, leaving the old behind, starting something new. The start of something new always comes at the ending of something. Something new always comes at the ending of something else. But I do see this moving on to bigger and better things. Perhaps, what is this card here? Maybe this is just a time for talks and negotiations. Talks and negotiations. And meeting agreements. We have the World card, we have the Gift card. So I do see this working out, and I do see this working out for your good. But it is going to take quite a bit of negotiations. Perhaps it's a negotiation for a salary. Perhaps it's a negotiation for a new position or a bonus. But there's a negotiation. This is time for negotiations. Perhaps it is. You've worked really hard all year. And perhaps you are ready for a little travel, a little getaway. And maybe you're wanting that, and you're wanting to negotiate that, but this is not quite the right time. Negotiations. In your home life, in your private life, in your personal life, newfound appreciations, contracts, words, strength, Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Wonderful cards here. Wonderful cards here. There's been maybe some jealousy, some envy. Aries, jealousy can make or break a relationship. Open, clear, and tactful communication is needed. It is very natural to feel jealous from time to time. And we all do experience it. It is only when we become obsessed with jealousy, when we become obsessed with how it is. that it challenges and it changes the core, it changes the foundation of our relationship. And we must protect ourselves from unhealthy behaviors. And so whether it's unhealthy behaviors that we are creating, or if it's unhealthy behaviors of those around us, we must do everything that we can to protect ourselves from unhealthy behaviors that are caused by jealousy. And protect ourselves. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Page of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. And we have the words. And the funny thing about words, Aries, is when we put things into words, it limits our experience. It's almost like painting a picture with words. You know, how do we put into words what it is that we see, or what it is that we feel, or what it is that we experience when we want to paint the color green? There's just so much that gets lost in our perception when we put things into words. And words are limited by the definition, and they're also limited by the perception of that word that the other person is hearing. And so, you know, we can say green, and while we may be able to point at the color green, the internal feelings, the internal images that each of us has differs. And there's something with the speech, something with the words here that is limiting. Something in the words. Perhaps you are trying to interpret what someone is trying to say to you, or perhaps you're trying to put into words what it is that you are feeling, or what it is that you have experienced. And you know, many times we will hear there's no words to say, no words to express. And sometimes there just are not the words. Sometimes there are just not the words. And that is what I'm getting here. That is the energy, is that we do not always have to put things into words to have a better understanding. And sometimes that understanding is ours alone. And that is the message that I have for the sign of Aries. Thank you, Aries. You have a blessed week.